Hi, I'm Nathan Peterson, a licensed clinician and OCD specialist. Have you ever wondered why your OCD feels so incredibly real? For many, they know that this thought is not real, but it feels so real. So when something feels real, we react as if it's real, right? Think about it this way. When we watch a movie, we become so immersed and absorbed into the story. We get so hyper-focused. We get lost and even confused. We can even lose touch of reality for a bit. But for some, they may watch the same movie and not be connected to it at all, not immersed at all, because they don't care. So what's the difference? One person is allowing and inviting themselves to get lost in the story, and the other person sees it for what it is, keeps it on the surface. Both have control over this decision. When we put value to something, we care about it. And when we care about it, sometimes there's anxiety, especially if it goes against who we are. This anxiety says, hey, this is important. Keep thinking about this one. As you get engrossed into the story, the narrative, we tend to feel even more emotions, making it feel so important, making it feel, well, real, because we're continuing to think about it. We're creating more parts of the story. It even wants to stick when it's not something that is actually something you want. It's ego disc tonic, which means it's not part of who you are. When something feels real, we spend time trying to figure it all out and prevent a possible catastrophe, thus adding even more value to it. So when I hear someone tell me that their OCD thoughts feel so real, it typically isn't the first time they've ever had that thought. They've had that thought many times. And in each moment, they've taken that time to try to understand it, thus making it feel more real over time. We also know that OCD attacks what people care about. We have many doubts and questions in our minds every single day, but most of the time they won't feel real because we don't care about it. For instance, I might be watching a TV show and hear about how easy it is to get fungus under my toenail. But why do I not care? I don't care because I don't care. It's not my thing. Cool, that'd be gross, but all right. It is a threat like any other, but my brain only cares about what I've made connections to. Usually it's something that's part of my value system. Maybe it's my relationship. Maybe it's a certain disease. Maybe I'm focusing on my breathing. Either way, and either topic, it's the same. Let me tell you why this also feels real after I talk about the sponsor, No OCD. This app can help you on your OCD journey. They offer affordable, real therapy right on your device. For those looking for effective treatment, head over to www.treatmyocd.com. Feels real because we make them feel real. To stop this progression of realness, we can often see and hear a threat and choose to not put value on it. Choose to see information as information. Choose to keep things uncertain. Choose to stop ruminating. Choose to not engage in the compulsion. Do you hear my key phrase here? Choice, choice, choice. It might not seem like you have a choice, but you have a choice. The urge may be there, but you always can choose. When you take this proactive choice to not engage, it no longer feels real because you were telling your brain that you simply don't care. You were letting life be what it's going to be and not falling for the, but I'm different. This one's different. I know what you're talking about, but mine just feels so different. This is a trick. You're a special person, but your topic and content of the obsession is not special. So ultimately, let it feel real. Just choose to not engage, not figure it out. It's got to be pretty obvious that there's a problem, like 1,000% hit you in the face obvious. If it is not an actual problem, there's nothing to solve. We can't treat these I think it's real feeling as always real because we find out most of the time nothing ever happens. Have you ever had a memory from the past? Maybe a story that you've told over and over and over again, or maybe someone else has told a story about you. You remember it. You feel like it's so real. Sometimes there's a point where you're actually not sure. Wait, did this actually happen to me? Did it happen the way that I think it was happening? I'm not so sure. Maybe it started out as like an embellishment, but over time started to feel real because I've told the story so many times. I think of it the same way. We've been told a story so many times with OCD over and over and over and over and over that the content starts becoming important. The ideas, the stories, and all of a sudden we get confused. We're not sure what's accurate and what's not. In simple terms, stop telling the story. Stop creating the narrative. Stop the what ifs. You don't need the story. Just live life. That's your story. Live life. Yourself with OCD does not need a story. Let it go. Sit with the discomfort and the realness feelings and let that pass. The more you do this, the less scary it feels. It's okay for it to feel real. You're just not doing anything with it. The way we think is the way we feel. If I felt someone is judging me, I feel anxious, I feel scared, I feel sad, even though it's untrue. I made up a story. My brain came up with an idea and I'm falling for the trick. Don't fall for it. I'm feeling all these emotions. It's not even true. It could be true, but it's not true because I don't have a real good answer. Since OCD tends to affect our mood, see how you can control these mood swings with this video here. It can help you on the next step with your OCD journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. See how you can control these mood swings.